Toys with peanut butter. That I ever seen. Psychic. Oh my.
Just looking.
Smoking indoors. Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Chanel. Thank you so much for joining here today in my childhood bedroom, where we have another movie commentary of epic proportions for you to enjoy with me. I am really pumped because we are just on a roll of amazing watches on the channel. Today we are watching Uncle Buck from 1989. Yeah, so I wanted to do Uncle Buck since I did Planes, Trains, Automobiles. You can check it out right here. And I love John Candy. I think he is so funny and just pretty much one of a kind in terms of comedy. I don't think that there's anyone funnier. Truly, I actually really mean that. Like, there are plenty of funny actors out there, but there is just something special about John Candy, and I think it has a lot to do with his physicality, in addition to his just like impeccable comedic timing and his like big heart. When I was little, I thought Buck was a curse word because obviously it rhymed with the other one. And when you're like a kid and you accidentally say something or you hear something, it's like very hushed. So I thought the word that was being hushed was Buck. My mom would be like, oh, this is Uncle Buck, it's playing on TV. I would be like, oh my God, that's a bad word. So I like formed this really early like imprint on my mind that like Buck is a bad word. So I never watched Uncle Buck. How weird. I really like little Macaulay Culkin. I think he was amazing at the time. He was like, this is probably when he was like about to hit in Home Alone, right? Because this is 89, so Home Alone was like the early 90s. Oh, and then the other reason I'm excited is because John Hughes. I love John Hughes. I think his writing is just so whimsical and fun, and his collaboration with John Candy is like match made in heaven, am I right? If you want more nostalgic rewatches and first time watches, please don't forget to subscribe. At this rate on the channel, I think I'm comfortable saying I'm a movie commentary channel. I'm stopping, I'm pausing, I'm calling things out. I'm a filmmaker, writer, director, actor, so I like to bring my very specific eye to my first time watches of these movies. So you can let me down in the comments below if you hate that my titles are like first time watching Uncle Buck. Like, you can tell me if like, is that annoying? Like, should I change it to commenting on Uncle Buck? I don't know, it's like, it's not a lie. It's my first time watching, but it's like, every one of my intros is me attempting to mitigate the amount of negative comments that will come through. So, when you guys make your YouTube channels, let me know, and let me know how you handle negativity. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video, which is Uncle Buck from 1989. Hughes, baby! Uncle Buck! Oh, I want a shirt that says Uncle Buck. I'm gonna make one with that exact font. I'm gonna write it down. Good old suburbs of Chicago, I'm assuming. Beautiful handheld camera.
That was a swear.
No, you're thinking of shit.
Oh, right.
When I thought Buck was a curse word.
So thank them for getting treated like shit every day.
I'm telling on that one.
Shut your face.
Do we love like a moody teenager vibe? I do.
Your nails are digging to my arm, goddammit.
Pick it up.
This is exactly what having a sibling is like.
Did I kick you around?
No, but you said shit twice.
Dane.
Oh, like what?
I'm in charge.
Yo, cheese in a can.
Too bad.
Who remembers? Comment below if you remember the Cheese Whiz.
Need boys so they can grow up, get married, and turn into shadows.
I'm willing to wager Dad is not around.
Percy!
Very John Hughes quirky. Dog comes out of the washing machine. Dryer.
This is such a wonderful dinner, Mother. How do you find the time?
What a bitch. Chicago. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy to see him.
Good idea.
Thank you.
Oh, it looks like Dell.
I don't see how I can avoid it. I'm really not that excited about going to work for my girlfriend. There, I said it.
Well, you know, the clock is ticking away here. I would just like to hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet before I die.
I'll get you a mouse and a piece of sheet metal.
Oh.
Working, swear to God, in the AM promise?
Shanice, if I could think of an excuse
Shanice.
you would buy, I'd use it.
Oh, what's gonna happen? I know he goes to babysit the kids, but I don't know how. Movie people always wear robes when they get out of out of bed in their PJs. Do you guys wear robes? I don't. Comment below.
And we're not? If my whole family moved away from me, I'd have a heart attack too.
Yo. Teenagers, am I right?
Oh, I see.
I missed that phone.
Uh-huh.
Dog was sniffing Michael's balls.
Don't use that word.
I know another word.
Well, I'm sure we can.
Get in
Great
bed.
job, Macaulay. Great job.
Nuts.
Nuts.
Present.
Yo, the clapper. I wanted one so bad.
Bobby, a little Hey, I'm real sorry about those bushes, too. I had no idea that they would all catch on fire like that. Hey, they bring their sleeping bags over here. We'll have some fun. We'll make tents and stuff. We'll get some toys and some peanut butter, you know. We'll have a blast.
I wonder if that was improvised. We'll get some toys, we'll get some peanut butter. This is the exact situation I want to see that character in. And it is like, it's reverse engineering because you can write a script about a bachelor slob and then be like, what is the best situation to put him in? So I'm just saying that John Hughes knows what's up. Like, he knows how to create dramatic tension, which lends itself perfectly to comedy. You just take a character that's completely one way and you say, where can we put him where he will be the most uncomfortable? Great gag. Sight gag. Oh my god, that was a bowling ball.
You are not coming into work in the morning.
He's like, ah, shit. Not a word in edgewise.
9, maybe 10. Oh, boy.
9, maybe 10.
New
Oh well.
ones there.
Do we hate mom's hair? Raise your hand.
Isn't funny. Come on. Wake up. I'm freezing my ass off out here.
He's at the wrong house, isn't he? Is he across the street?
Bob,
Turn around, bitch. Do we think these exteriors are real locations or do we think these exteriors are on a lot?
Yeah, I'm onto a 5-year plan. I eliminated the cigarettes, then I go to cigars, then I go to pipes, then I go to chewing tobacco, then I'm onto that nicotine gum.
He never wants to do anything a little too quickly.
Do you have a plunger here? While I'm thinking of these things, for the morning, you know, my plumbing is just so bad. Well, of course, yours is good plumbing here, right? Yeah, I would have. Yes, don't worry about it. You know, everything.
Such a good check-in.
I'm eating a lot of cheese for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Dude, this could be a run of improv as well. He is so good at this, like,
I don't know. I can't get enough
spewing
cheese.
this word vomit.
Really appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks.
How your dad for me?
You can do it.
Goes
Drive
in for the
safe.
kid. Who do we have that's like John Candy today? Who? I'm still thinking. I'm looking for like a fluffy man who's super funny.
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. Tests it. That camera played nice and wide so we can get all the physical comedy that we needed. Wordless showdown.
Hey, how you doing?
Who are you?
I'm your Uncle Buck.
Do I
Unfortunately.
I just love that moment.
Knots in your hair.
Isn't that Gabby?
Mom's not
Gabby
here.
something?
Where do you live?
In the city.
Do you have a house?
Apartment.
On a rent?
Rent.
What do you do for a living?
Lots of things.
Where's your wife?
Don't have one.
How come?
It's a long story.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
How come?
It's an even longer story.
Are you my dad's brother?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
38.
I'm your dad's brother, all right. How nice of you to notice.
I'm a kid. That's my job.
Oh my god, that was perfect. That was so perfect. That was achieved by editing. You get that pace with the edit. You could say it that quickly, but Macaulay's a kid actor, so you would frame him in an insert, you would frame Uncle Buck in an insert, and then you would just cut it as quick as you needed it. And it f***ing works. And we are in Act 2, baby. I'm gonna think of that girl's name before I have to look it up. What's the mechanics behind that? He was like,
Did you ever have anyone embarrass you like this?
she gonna be late. Everyone's inside.
A lot of people hate this hat. It angers a lot of people, just the sight of it.
I love the hat.
Why don't you give me a week to think about it? You know, because I don't know how long I'm going to be here, hon. And,
I just love characters like this. They just don't know. The cognitive dissonance between who they are and how they think they come across is just too great. Oh, I can't wait for this. Is he working out? Oh, he's not working out. Genius. Good looks, bro. Oof. An elementary school man. Oh, bone chilling. Did he get a matzo ball soup in a bag? They cut Buck out. Oh no.
You ever hear of a tune-up?
You ever hear of a ritual killing?
Wait, I need to see that again.
You ever hear of a ritual killing?
That is some exquisite comedy. Okay, aside from the fact that it's written perfectly, here is why I'm gonna tell you that's genius. Because John Candy is listening to how that actor delivers his laugh and mimicking it perfectly. John Candy didn't just come back with a generic mocking laugh, and I know you're sitting home thinking like, duh, of course. I promise you, it takes someone very skilled to understand that they need to listen and respond in the moment. You could go home and you could plan this. Go home and you could rehearse a laugh, but John Candy listened to what he was given and mocked it right back. And that is the mark of a genius. And I promise you, it's not that it's hard, it's just you have to know to do that. Oh, Macaulay's so cute. Gabby? Her name is Gabby? Gabby Hoffman.
The drawback is that I'm a big drooler. You could wake up in the middle of the night thinking you were asleep in a swamp.
He's negotiating with his
Give you
kid.
your
I love it.
toothbrush, and he could run a test on it to see if you actually brushed your teeth or just ran your toothbrush under the faucet.
My parents used to play it with me.
You know, you got an interesting set of plates in the living room there. Are they old?
Yeah.
They are. Where would you find something like that? In England.
Unbreakable. Smashes it.
Bob.
Bob. I love the use of this song in a movie. It's like one of my favorites. Is that the same take? Just played like 4 times?
Cindy?
Who are you, bitch?
Talk dirty to you? Come on, open up for daddy. Shovel loading.
We love innuendo. I love innuendo.
Come on, you don't want the crowbar, do you? Come on.
Cindy's getting...
I'm her brother.
That's what's her face? That's Aunt Jackie. Laurie Metcalf. Laurie should be in absolutely everything.
Waiting for your sex?
Shut up.
Should your little brother say that to you? Waiting for your sex. Wow. Remember when places were this crowded, you guys? Get out of here, bro. Frankenstein's monster.
They're cuties, what I tell you. Our Linkletter was right. Kids do say the goddamnedest things.
Darndest things. Yo, if I saw this when I was a kid, I would think this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Giant pancake! Oh, I would love this.
Happy birthday! Woo!
Oh, so cute. Drunk. Why are clowns portrayed this way in pop culture? They're like drunk losers who like can't make a living elsewhere. Don't think clowns are like this in real life. I think clowning is an art form. That's very John Hughes. Another gag.
Let's go out to the car, huh?
Oh,
Why?
Buck's gonna like save her. Guess who's here?
We can talk about burying the hatchet. You know what a hatchet is, don't you, Bug?
Great comedic looks. We have a great eye from John Hughes as director. We love Buck. I love Buck. I'm gonna get a shirt. I want a Uncle Buck shirt.
Just looking.
Really good gag. Oh, I love that. That is great. Mo.
Buck melanoma. Molly Russell's wart.
Buck melanoma.
Buck Wart Russell. That's what they call me.
Yo, Austin Powers ripped this off.
Can't get the goddamn washing machine to work.
Blasphemer! But I know a good...
That did not work for me at all. Blasphemer! Weird insert. Nailed it.
Was on the right was Lyndon and the left was Johnson.
Lyndon
So that was
Johnson.
Felix. Felix is what we called your...
Felix is what we called your...
Okay, come on.
That's not their cat, is it?
We don't have a cat.
Knew it.
The lady who lives across the street. They usually stay out pretty late.
Rude ass bitch. If I didn't get the person I wanted to speak to on the other end of the phone call, I would never give up any information because people would just manipulate and lie to you. Cell phones are the greatest invention ever. Personal line right to the person. And this world is ripe with fun. He dries clothes on a fan and in the oven and washes them in the sink.
Bored out of your mind, you need a little adult supervision.
Wanna She's batshit.
Okay, I'll dance one dance though. That's it, because I really have to take a nap and dance.
I really have to take a nap. POV. Oh, that hurt. Double take.
Hi, Shanice. Surprise.
Tia is such a bitch for up Buck's life.
Have a bad day today?
I can't decide if I like that performance or don't like that performance, but I think it's just in the writing.
And he went some serious coin, right?
Well, sometimes, yeah, but that's not the real reason people go there.
The experience.
People go because of the, she's 15, she's angry, she's confused, and I need to find her.
Can you help Shanice?
Kids.
I don't think you ought to go in there with that hat on. They'll kill you.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks for the tip.
Thanks for the tip. What?
I watch
Who
you.
were those three guys? Who was that? The three amigos?
You okay?
Oh no, Tia.
Who's it? Who's that, the grassroots? I'm kidding.
The
I know my
grassroots?
music.
Just kidding, I know my music.
Stop it, please.
She said, stop it, bro. Oh, that's not Bug. So were they not at the party?
Everything you said would happen happened. You know what happened?
Yeah.
What did you do?
What?
You know what I'd like you to do?
Was that Bug with the other girl? Yes.
Oh, yes, he is.
I don't remember Bug having an earring. Nah. Back up.
Enthusiastic. And energetic. And he's really got a great sense of humor.
I did not fake out. Check this out.
And it wasn't for tires, sweetheart. It was for shocks, remember?
Oh, so cute. Do you guys have full body chills? Just me? Great final little joke. His cute little face. Okay, Uncle Buck from 1989. I loved that. That was the cutest. I didn't expect any different. That was so much fun. It was very John Hughes, but it also wasn't. It just felt more settled. It felt more real. It felt like the slapsticky, jokey bits were definitely super John Hughes. I don't know, it just had a little bit of a different feel. I really liked that. It felt more settled. I don't know why I'm using the word settled. It felt like kind of more real. I love John Candy. I don't know a person alive today who's doing what he's doing. I can't come up with somebody. Comment below if you think that you have someone. I don't. I don't think there's anybody as like that plays that like lovable buffoon but is also as funny as him. There's no one. What a loss to society. I miss John Candy. If I had one criticism of this movie, I just think that they were building like a movie theater blockbuster. So in movie theater blockbuster terms, there could have been a bigger event that Uncle Buck rescues her from, and that could have just been this like huge event instead of this really quiet little indie moment that they chose to go with, which I like. I love an indie moment. But theater goers, especially blockbustery movies, this was released in the summer of '89, probably wanted like a little bit bigger of like a event. The other thing is like Uncle Buck spends a lot of time threatening Tia's boyfriend, which is funny, but you spend a lot of time, or I spent a lot of time wondering if he was actually scared, or if in real life a kid like that would be scared of goofy old Uncle Buck. We're never really sure if he's capable of doing what he says he's doing, so it seems like a lot of talk. This is getting nitpicky. It's like a family film. Budget was $15 million. It grossed $66 million. Not bad. Tia. This is her first movie, Uncle Buck. John Candy gave her a Hard Rock Cafe jacket, which was awesome because I really was from a rural small town and it seemed so exciting to me. I think my mom still has the jacket. I just recorded 0 of the trivia that I got into, so let's take that again. During Miles' interrogation of Uncle Buck, John Candy wrote the script's dialogue on top and wore it atop of his head so Macaulay Culkin could read the lines more quickly and keep the pace of the scene very fast.
What do you do for a living?
Lots of things.
Where's your office?
I don't have one.
That pacing was everything, and you do have some leeway with cuts to make it work, but you also need the actor to spit it out because there were moments when the camera didn't cut after every line. Sometimes the camera would cut after every 2 lines.
I don't need one.
Where's your wife?
Don't have one.
Every set was built in a local high school gymnasium, including the 2-story Russell House. So those interiors were sets, which we could have guessed, and then the exteriors were, we'll see. You can visit the Russell's house and Buck's apartment. The exteriors of the Russell's house were shot on location at 2602 Lincoln Street in Evanston, and Buck's apartment across the street from Wrigley Field is located at 3708 North Sheffield Avenue in Chicago. So those were real exteriors on location. Winona Ryder was the first choice of Tia. That makes total sense. She's like a moody teen at this point. John Goodman was considered for the role of Uncle Buck. The noise that Buck's car makes when it backfires is that of a gunshot and a firecracker. First of 3 movies John Candy and Macaulay Culkin would star in together. Wow, Robin Williams and Jack Nicholson were considered for the role of Uncle Buck. When casting the role of Kevin McAllister in Home Alone, Chris Columbus had already seen Macaulay Culkin in Uncle Buck, but he wanted to audition some other kids first, even though John Hughes had his heart set on Culkin. So Columbus met Culkin in New York and was very charmed by him and thought he was fantastic. Columbus auditioned 5 other kids and none of them shaped up to Culkin. Columbus went with Culkin because he was not as picture perfect and he had an instant bond to the kids in the audience. Danny DeVito was considered for the role of Uncle Buck. How? Literally. I guess it would work. Joe Pesci was considered for the role of Uncle Buck. Damn, Uncle Buck went around town. Tom Cruise, Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, Tim Allen were all considered for the role of Uncle Buck. This is like a fun lesson in type. Could every one of those men do the role? Yeah. Would it be a completely different character? Think about it. Like, Tom Cruise could kind of be like a sleazier Uncle Buck because he looks like a heartthrob. Chevy Chase could do the slapstick well, but I think he would also be a little less lovable. This is the cool thing about movies, is like any one of these stars could do it and you get a different film, and I think that's just the coolest. The freeze frame used at the end is also used in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and they have that swelling music at the bottom. I think that really adds emotion to it. I love that. Oh yeah, who are the 3 men in the mail slot? People guessed kind of like the only place my mind went, which was that his imagination was playing tricks on him. Like, what are you most scared of that like 3 mean looking guys are gonna get ya? And he looked through the mail slot and it scared him for a second. So people online like the imagination theory. The film was originally supposed to take place in St. Louis, but it was really warm in Missouri that year, so it forced production to move to a more wintry climate. You might recognize the high school from other John Hughes films. The location was used in other Hughes films like Ferris Bueller's Day Off and 16 Candles. Cool. I just wanted to know if that whole cheese eating scene where he asks about the plunger and then he goes, "Been eating a lot of cheese, maybe it's an allergy."
Cheese for some reason. I don't know what it is. I got a craving for this stuff.
I need to know if that was improv. I would love to get my hands on the Uncle Buck script. I do like how this was like that lovable idiot character from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I think they needed to do way more with Dell. While John Candy was still here, I needed another movie about Dell. Oh my god. Missed opportunity of the century right there. Let me know, did you see Uncle Buck when it came out? Where were you when you saw it first? Do you have any good theater going stories? I love a good theater going story. Thank you so much for joining me here today in my childhood bedroom where we watched Uncle Buck for the first time ever and we did a little movie commentary. If you wouldn't mind, throw me a subscribe if you're interested in hearing more from me, and don't forget to like, comment, share. Meet me on my channel Thursday evening where we will do a live, and on that note, I am gonna go eat because I am starving.